Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by today. Today's beer comes from Founders. This is Pale Joe. And what that is a pale ale brewed with coffee. And that's how they get the name. Pale Joe. Pale ale with coffee. Joe. Get it? Yeah. This is a 5.4 percenters, 15 IBUs. They got the bottling date on the back of it. Pale ale brewed with coffee. So, very interesting combination. We'll see what that brings to the table. Don't typically drink a lot of pale ales brewed with coffee, so I'm expecting this to be a 15 IBUs. Should be very easy drinking. It should have big coffee notes, guys. I don't know what kind of hops they've used on this or whatever, and it's got a commercial description this long, which I am not going to read, guys. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about, so let me tell you while I'm getting the cap off of this. This was sent to me by Rico. So thanks a bunch, Rico, my brother. I have kept this a little longer than I probably should have. But hopefully the coffee notes haven't faded too bad. Cuisine is Pan-Asian. Cheeses are earthy Camembert Fontina. Your nutty cheeses, Osceola Colby Parmesan. And tangy cheeses, Brick Adam Feta. And the meat is poultry. That's right, pint Becker Nonic tumbler mug style Sidell, and not recommended for extended souring. It is a little cloudy, so it may have had a little bit of sediment in the bottom of it. Not much of a head on that pour. Let's give a nose to it. I am definitely getting the coffee. Yeah, if I was blindfolded, I would say this would be a dark beer. At this stage, all of the hops have probably faded a little bit since it's right at 3 months old or so. It smells like a nice coffee porter or a coffee stout. I'm not getting a lot of roasted malt or anything like that, but I am getting coffee. So let's dive in and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Not big hop presence or anything. Maybe just a little bit of earthy floral hops now. But the coffee is definitely there. The coffee's up in the front seat, guys. So if you're afraid of dark beers, but you're a coffee fan, this may be the route to go. Because it's not a dark beer. A lot of people, you pour a dark beer and then they go, oh, I ain't drinking that motor oil. Oh no, I don't look like beer. They're scared of dark beers. But when you pour something like this, they go, oh, that's going to be in there expecting bitter, hoppy, or whatever, and then the coffee is blowing them away. I'm sure it would surprise a lot of people that's not experienced in drinking stuff like this. So, big time coffee notes, guys. 5.4%, very easy drinking, no alcohol notes at all. Big time coffee. Nice, tasty. And with only 15 IBUs, it's not too bitter from the hops. But it's got a little bitterness from the coffee they've added. I'm sure they've did some cold brewed coffee and added it to get it there. And a lot of times that'll change the color too. So it's not too dark. It is a nice amber color, a darker amber color. It's not a golden color, but very nice. It is very nice. But let me sip on it, try out of the fridge, let it warm up, and see what we end up with. Alright guys, I've got a little bit left here. Decent coffee, pale. I mean, like I said, I've let this one sit just a tad too long, and the hops may have faded over time, but the coffee doesn't seem like it's faded at all. I mean, it's big time coffee. Get it on the nose, definitely get it on the taste. So, very well done coffee pale ale. Founders does some really tasty stuff. Some of their stuff is a little on the pricey side, but normally their stuff like this is not. They're very reasonable. So, but some of their bigger ABV beers can be a little pricey, just like everybody else's. Takes more malt, more hops to brew those monster beers, and if it sits in a corner somewhere in a barrel, bourbon barrel, or any kind of barrel, that makes the beer more expensive. So, let's do the final chug here. Big time coffee, guys. Taking up the whole front seat. May have a leg or two in the back seat. Big time coffee. Well done coffee pale ale. No doubt about it. To me, guys, I think it's exceptionally well made, and I might go against the grain on this a little bit. For what it says it is, which is a coffee style pale ale, it's very, very well done. I'm going to give this an A-. It's got the date, it's got the ABV, it's got the IBUs, and it is what it says it is. Pale ale brewed coffee. And that's they're not making any other claims, and that's exactly what it is, guys. So we'll run over to Beer Advocate first, and they say 88 in a very good range, so I'm giving a little bit better numbers than that. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate has 88, so both of those guys are dead on agreement with each other, 88. And they have 96 on the style here on Rate Beer. So that's a little bit better number. And I agree. For that style, it is an excellent concoction, if you will. An excellent beer. Pale ale with coffee. And that's exactly what I'm getting. And for our final check-in, we'll run up to Untappd. Untappd is 3.82, which is a B+. So, like I said, I've gone against the grain a little bit. Everybody thinks it's a B+ beer, and I've gave it the A- because it is what it says it is, and it's got all three bits of information that I think are important. ABV, IBUs, and bottled on date. Not a best by date or enjoy by date or whatever. Some kind of code on the bottom or whatever. Very easy to read on the back of this label, all three bits of information. So that's why I went ahead and stepped up and said it's an A- beer, because it's a good beer, well-made beer, and got the information we need. If you've had this from Founders, their Pale Joe, let me know what you think, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's stick something out of that fridge. See you then.